Chef Connie in the kitchen. We're talking about potatoes. And you know, so many people eat French fries, which are not the best for you, so we thought we would give you an easy potato recipe you can make at home that your family will love. I like this because it's not mashed potatoes, which sometimes is hard for kids. They don't like the consistency of it. So what I've done here is I've taken red potatoes and boiled them just like you would if you were making mashed potatoes. But I undercook them just a tiny bit. So this was about 45 minutes. And what happens is if you don't pierce the skin, they start to burst open, and then you know that they're finished. Take them out, crumble them up just like this, cool them off, and then they've got some consistency and they're not too mushy for your kids. The next thing we're going to do is roast some garlic. This is super easy to do, and once you do it, you will use this garlic on everything. So just start with one bunch of garlic like this, and then we're going to just cut the top off so that you can see all of the different cloves right in there. Then it goes right into a ramekin dish, facing up. There are two different kinds of olive oil. One is extra virgin olive oil, and it's darker. This is used in salads and cold things. You don't want to cook with this one. Then there's the lighter one, and this is actually an olive oil that's still extra virgin, but it's light, and it actually is for cooking, and you'll see it right down here on that red strip. It says for baking and for cooking. The olive oil that's cool olive oil that you use for salads and things like that will get toxic a bit if you try to cook with it. So cook with the cooking oil instead. So we're going to put a little bit of this over the top. Then it goes into the oven, 350 for about an hour, until it starts to look like it's nice and soft, like that, and it'll probably get to be a little bit brown on top. Okay, now once the garlic is cooled, then you just start to peel the paper off and get inside to each of these little cloves. They just come out nice and easy, just like that. So I have a whole bunch of them here, and I'm going to use them all because I like garlic. And we're just going to smash them down. See how soft they are now? They just kind of smash up. Chop it up just a little bit more. And we're going to mix it into our potatoes, but because we want our potatoes to stay nice and chunky, we're going to put it in our pan first. Okay, so we're going to put a little bit of olive oil in here, not much because we don't want this to get greasy. And then we're going to put all of our garlic into here. What this is going to do is mix with the olive oil and just infuse the flavor a little bit so that it goes farther when you mix it in with the potatoes. You've got a little bit of oil in there too. I'm going to add some salt to that, some cracked ground pepper, and then I'm going to put some Italian herbs in there too. Just a little bit to give the potatoes some flavor. And around that goes. I don't really want to cook this garlic much longer because we don't want it to burn. And then we're going to put our potatoes in here. Now, because we've roasted the garlic, it's not going to be really strong garlic, so your kids won't go, oh, Mom, there's a lot of garlic in here. They really won't taste it as much. But as an adult, you'll have an appreciation of that roasted garlic that's in your potatoes. I like to keep the skin on my potatoes, but you can take them off if you want to. All right, then into the casserole pan it goes. Okay, that's it, and then it goes back in the oven just to melt the cheese, and it's a nice way to serve potatoes to your family that isn't high in calories. The cheese, not the best, the rest, okay, but much better than French fries. That's this edition of Connie in the Kitchen, and if you'd like this recipe, go ahead and go to our website, abc15.com, click on the Lifestyle tab at the top of the page.